So it's been a while since I made a review for a pair of ACG. So in today's video we're gonna have a look at a pair of shoes coming from Nike, which it seems that is gonna take some inspiration from the 19s gear, but it will be of course made for today's use. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. In today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at a pair of shoes which I've been seeing on the social medias in the last couple of weeks, but it seems that this one didn't actually drop on the sneakers app where it's actually supposed to. But nevertheless, I managed to get it from my new retailer which I'm doing the shopping at, which will be the End Clothing one. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as you can see will come in one of the regular boxes in this brown color, which will have written here on the lid all conditions gear, designed, tested and made on planet Earth for outdoor use. We're also gonna have this big ACG logo as well. So let's just go ahead and take the shoes out, guys. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at this release coming from Nike ACG, which will be the Air Exploraid. I actually bought this one just to compare it with some previous purchases which I made from Adidas, and I guess the most appropriate will be to just compare this with some T-Rex releases coming from Adidas, but it seems that this one will take some inspiration from the 90s. So I'm not entirely sure if it's actually a fair comparison. Nevertheless, this one in my opinion just feels like a pair of hiking shoes, which here in the UK will retail for 130 pounds, which will be around 145 US dollars. And unfortunately this one will just bring synthetic materials all around. But in the same time, having this one on foot, for sure it feels much better than having it on hand. The materials feel actually quite decent and quite comfortable. So if you are not too attracted about the design, give it at least a try. Maybe after having it on foot, you'll change your mind. So let's go ahead and read a few words from the website, guys, which is saying step into the past while forging ahead into the future with this Nike ACG Air Exploraid, which will have a solid nod to the ACG's iconic 90s gear, which will be revamped for today's adventures. This one will have a boot-like fit wrapped in sleek phantom and sail overlays, which will have some flexibility and warmth whether you'll hit the trails or the streets. This one of course will also have an Air Max cushioning for ultimate comfort and a rugged outsole for unyielding grip. So let's go ahead and also do a breakdown of this one, guys. So as you can see, for this upper we're gonna have a mix of few synthetic materials. One of it will be this rubberized one, which has a very interesting texture here at the front of the turbo section, which will also be present on the lateral side as a mudguard as well, and it's gonna be the same on the medial side as well. But this one also have some cutouts which will expose some plasticky mesh underneath. Then covering partially the top part of the turbo section, we're also gonna have some synthetic leather as well, which will also have some small perforation holes, which for sure won't help too much with the actual breathability. And this material will also be present for the top part of the shoe as well, where I think it's gonna give it a construction. So this one will also be present for the heel section and also ankle section as well. As you can see here on the lateral side of the heel section, also gonna have the very well known ACG logo. As in for the actual lacing system, guys, we're gonna have some loops here on top of the tobo section, and we're also gonna have some punch out holes which will keep in place this sail rather thin laces. And underneath these laces, guys, we're gonna have the same neoprene material as the one used here on top of the tobo section. So this one, it's actually like a one-piece construction, but for sure the entrance in this shoe, it's actually quite easy. As you can see, we're also gonna have this Nike Air and also the Air lettering towards the top of the tongue as well, which in my opinion is looking quite nice. And this neoprene material will also be present here at the back of the heel section, just above it. So I would say that this one will actually keep you warm. So going now inside of the shoe, guys, we're gonna have a double construction, I would say, where you're gonna have this neoprene acting as a one-piece construction, but this one will have this felt material, which for sure will keep your foot quite warm. And at the back of the shoe, we're also gonna have some padding as well. And at the bottom, we're gonna have a black foam insole, which will have imprinted here at the heel section ACG and also the Nike swoosh in this white color. So going now to the actual midsole, guys, it seems that this one will be made out of EVA material, which feels, to be honest, a bit soft, but not that much. As you can see, for the front part going all the way to the heel section, we're also gonna have like a mesh material on top. Here at the heel section, we won't have that material. It's just gonna be this EVA one, which also has this small two windows on each side, revealing this air sole unit, which to be honest doesn't feel that squishy underfoot. But I would say that the EVA midsole will actually be a bit squishy, so at least it's not gonna be that stiff. But in my opinion, I would say that don't expect too much. So now, guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole in this dark gray colorway, which will have these very interesting lugs, which to be honest, it's something that we regularly are getting from the ACG branding. So for sure the grip provided by this one will be quite good. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for this one I just went with my true to size, and for me, as I have a skinny feet, this one fits me just fine. And I would say that it's gonna be roughly the same for people with normal feet. But just in case you have wide feet, guys, most definitely I would suggest you to go with at least a half size up, just to make sure that this front part of the shoe, which is actually a bit pointy, is not gonna be too tight for you. So overall, guys, this release coming from Nike ACG for this Air Exploraid, in my opinion, it's taking a bit too much inspiration from the 90s, where it's actually trying to bring a very retro design back to life. But unfortunately, at least for this color combination, I don't think that it's doing a great job. And I would say that for 130 pounds, I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, so I would say that the price, it's actually reflected in the actual materials, which all of them will be synthetic. But in the same time, I had low expectation from the start. I just thought that this one is overall like an average pair of shoes, which will bring an average level of comfort. So even though we're gonna have that air sole unit here at the heel section, and we're gonna have a rather squishy EVA midsole, I don't actually feel that this one is too comfortable underfoot. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this revamped release for this Nike ACG Air Exploraid. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!